let's sell it to you at $1,100, and 11 a quarter, 11 a quarter, 11 and a half, 75, 11.75.
We are so happy to be back and would like to thank all of our boosters and buyers who supported the youth in the 2020 auction. We hope to see you again this year at our live auction. Please make sure to get yourselves pre-registered by visiting bejlauction.com. There are many educational components of the Box Elder County Junior Livestock Program. This year, USU Extension Box Elder County and the County FFA programs hosted over 30 educational clinics for participating youth to learn about subjects such as livestock nutrition and disease prevention. Another major educational component of this program is the Carcass Contest, where youth learn real market principles by evaluating their carcasses through ultrasound. This year's Carcass Contest is generously sponsored by Chris and Nancy Sorensen and Slash M Ranch.
Test, test. Okay, we're going to get started. We're going to start with our kids that finished 11th grade, so our 12th grade going into 12th. Oh, finished 12th grade, sorry. And hopefully, if parents and kids will just kind of be paying attention, the two mics aren't, one mic's working over there, this one's working here, but they can't hear each other. So if you'll just work with us and be patient, we will try not to miss anybody. So, We will get started.
Test, test.
Okay, before we start this showmanship show here, the Market Lamb Showmanship, I'd like to take a few minutes and introduce Craig Butters. He's our Commissioner of Agriculture for the state of Utah. We're glad to have him here. He's our neighbor next door over in Cache Valley also. So Craig, I'd like to take just a couple minutes.
All right, thank you, Gail. It's a great experience for me to travel around the state and to see agriculture and the youth involved in agriculture. We've got a great generation coming up, and it's interesting how, you know, they're raising livestock and all of you are raising kids, and the livestock help raise the kids. So it's good to see all the work that goes into these projects. Thank you as parents and grandparents for the work that you put into all that goes on here. Thanks to the staff for the many hours that they put into this experience that means so much to these kids, these youth, and it'll mean so much to them as they get older. I have great memories of showing dairy calves when I was a kid, and I like to think that helped to shape my life. So thanks again for all that you do and for being here. And good luck to all the youth and all the participants here today.
Give Craig a round of applause. We appreciate all he does at the state level. Thank you, Craig.
Well, we start off our sheep showmanship with some graduating kids. Says a lot about them. If they're coming back to the county fair, we want to do it one last time. For me, I think there's two young ladies that do a really nice job. There's a close one that lands 3 for me, in my opinion, but I think they do a really nice job. I challenge you, all the kiddos that are coming up today in terms of being intermediate and junior, let's get in the stands. Let's watch the older girls go about it. I think they're really good. Let's watch watch the older kids figure out how the ring's gonna work, figure out where you wanna be. For me, it's close. We're gonna bring the young lady back on the end, the young lady that leads off. Those are the two in this particular class. Let's give them a nice round of applause as they head back and they step into the real world and become grown-ups. Good luck.
All right, this will be the kids just finished 11th grade. So.
So once you finish your class, make sure you come over to the tables on the south of the trailer to pick a prize. And if you're the top two that'll come back from the buckle, don't worry about coming until after that drive.
Well, we move up in a total of terms of showmanship we got out here. I think all these kids do a very nice job. I may rattle a few feathers with this comment. I'm not real big on them switching sides as much. They don't have to switch sides as much for me. When we're walking or when the judge moves, stay on one side of them sheep, make them drive, get them used to it. I'm not big on that. Sure, other guys are, and I'm okay with that. Me personally today, I'm not going to take it away from you, but I'm not going to add it to you when you do that. I'm just saying that today. Now, a few feathers could be rattled. I'm okay with that. I'm good. I'll sleep okay tonight. So if you're coming, you don't have to switch sides as much, okay, for me. Now, you do got to get in front of them things and make them things fire, okay? We got to step in front of them, and they've got to drive to you and with you, okay? When we go in a handle, we got to be real consistent and we go about it. When them things hit the ring, it's one on the hip and let's go. Okay, it's got to go. We got to move. It's time to get athletic and let's be cool about it, okay? Thought we did some nice jobs along the fence. Every now and then we catch a couple of them getting their feet off just a little bit, come in to handle. I got to be more consistent in the way we get those animals to push, but a nice job all the way through. Young lady up front, you're close to getting pulled in the top 5. I thought you'd do a nice job. Let's stand up. Be just a notch more natural. Bingo, there it is. All right, let's give these kiddos a nice round of applause. These 5 on the fence will...
Okay, we're ready for class 10 to come in. Make sure if you have already showed and haven't come to the table to pick up a prize that you come and do that. And we just want to thank all of our buckle sponsors and those who have donated money and donated hoodies. We really appreciate them.
Next heat comes in, and I think all the way through we could tweak some changes and just fix some hand placements here and there, allow those sheep just to get out and go just a little bit better. For me, I thought the two young ladies that become the first two pulled, we'll bring them back here in a minute. Young man in 3, think you do a nice job. Be easy on that thing's head, young man. Don't drag him so much. Treat it like a piece of glass, and that thing will act just a little bit better for you. Young lady, just be a notch quicker. Just a little quicker for me, okay? Young man, you want to pull that thing's head too far, okay? Put it back on top of his shoulder blade. There we go. All right. Thought we had some nice kids that do a really good job over here on the fence. Some feet placement every now and then. We got to put those sheep's neck back on top of their blade. When they're in motion, let's hold them with one hand, not two, one hand. Allow them to just travel and get up and go out of their front ends and drive to your hand. They look better when they park up in motion. Some nitpicky things here and there. If we stretch them out too much, it kind of makes them disconnect just a little bit in the way they're put together. Short-bodied, make good balanced animals that just stay together. A nice class, two young ladies up top did the most consistent job in my opinion. We'll tweak them here in a little bit and get them lined up. A nice class, let's compliment them on a job well done as they head out the out gate.
All right, 9th grade, head on in.
So after this class 9th graders that are in the ring, we will do our senior division buckle drive. Coming back from the 12th grade is Braden Page and Brooklyn John. In the 11th grade, Brooklyn Buell, Kylie Kunzler, Kendall Williams. And in the 10th grade, Michaela Van Tassel and Lexi Blackner. So if you guys can be lined up, and then we'll go into it after this class is over.
Man, a deep class here in our next heat of our showmanship division. I think compliment the young lady with the blue one up front. She kind of sits alone in this particular class. We tweak her just a little bit. She wants to put her backhand on that sheep's head when he gets going just a little bit too quick. Other than that, she's pretty flawless in the way she goes about it. The decision becomes 2, 3, 4, and 5 for me, and I think it's close. Young man right there, I think he would have been the 6th one if we could go that deep. I think it's close. All these kiddos would like to tweak just a little bit. Big man, I'll tell you this. You kind of do the problem my cousins do every now and then. Don't move that sheep with his head. Reach down there and move his legs. If I yank on your head, are you going to want to move? Now, I'm not saying I can. You're maybe a different topic, different day. But don't yank on that thing's head so much, buddy. Hey, buddy, you got to set yours neck back. That one's got to go back that way, right? Young lady, you do a nice job. Be a little quicker, okay? You're a little just a wee bit slow, okay? Just move a little rapider. Young lady, you're probably 3rd if we don't make a boo-boo over there and don't go. All right? Somebody saved you over here. Somebody whistled like Ralph. Like I perked up when I heard that one, okay? All right? Thanks some kiddos. We do a nice job over here on the wall. Let's give them a nice round of applause. Some feet placement every now and then. Got to make them sheep push and drive just a little bit better.
Okay, coming back from the 9th grade is Brinley Fossen, and Peyton John. Sorry, Briley Fossen. And this buckle drive is sponsored by our champion is Josh Dallin and his wife Brooke, and the reserve is Mona and Wes Udy and Brooke and Jake Udy. Sorry, it is Jake and Bailey Udy.
For all you exhibitors that are in here in the barn right now, when you get done with showmanship, if you'll just make sure that you have a good paint brand on your lamb before we have our sale tomorrow. Especially if you don't have an ear tag, we have got to have that paint brand on those animals. Thank you.
Man, what fun. What fun it is when you go about 9 or 10 deep. I'm bad at math. I don't know how many is over there. That's how deep we went. I think it's fun. All these youngsters can show. They can put them together. They can probably put them together better than I dream of how good I'm showing, but I'm not very good. I think on down the line, we do some really good things, some nitpicky things here and there. So let's congratulate all the kiddos in the showmanship. A nice round of applause. I think if you're a junior, an intermediate, or a senior that's just now getting started, I think you need to find these 5 young ladies, fill their trucks or cars up with gas, and let them teach you how to show. They set themselves apart in this particular division. I think they can put them together just as good as anyone we've seen. I've been lots of miles, and I don't know if we go this deep in terms of showmanship, and I've been around. That's a hats off to you guys and your families, and that says a lot about you. I'm still kind of flipping things in my head, how we're going to place these top 3. I'll tell you the differences I see. I think one of them's got a sheep that's absolutely maxed out. Like when he was bought, they said, I'm going to Box Elder County and I am going to win. He's presented to an absolute T. Now, he is an extreme knucklehead today. I don't know what happened, but he is a knucklehead today. That young lady, nose down, eyes on the nose, here we go, let's make him drive. I like those things. Now, he's a knucklehead, and we got to be hard on knuckleheads out here. Young lady into the only one. When I say make him fire, watch her. Make him fire. Boom. There's 2 of them that go down and make him fire. That's what it means to make them fire, guys. When a judge is going in the handle, you squat down, you get underneath them, and they've got to drive to you, okay? That's where you get big racks and big wide loins, and that's where you win classes. All right, young lady up front does another really good job with a sheep that's kind of a knucklehead as well. Presented to a T. I love this one's skin. I love this one's hide out here. She too does a really nice job. She doesn't get all out of this one. I think his rack will just get real shapely when she just can get in him and make him go. He wants to just pull back on her ever so slightly, but I've seen her show and I think she does an awesome job. That one hits the ring. You got to like that young lady. The decision comes between the 2 young ladies in the back. Who's going to be first and second? Like we talked in the Steer Senior Showmanship. If we name them 1A and 1B, it feels a lot better, but we got to name them 1 and 2. That's not much fun. All right? For me, I think there's one that's just a little more consistent in the way she goes about it. Congratulate that young lady right in the middle. She's your champion senior showman.
So our grand champion is Brooklyn Buell, and our reserve champion is Kylie Kunzler. Good job, guys. Also, the buckles for the grand was sponsored by Josh and Brooke Dallin. And the reserve, Wes Simona Udy and Jake and Bailey Udy. So if you're getting a buckle presented, we need to have your picture with your sponsors over here at the Box Elder Fair sign. Brooklyn Buell and Kylie, we need your picture, so come back over.
a nice class, and I think maybe not one that is decisive to go 2, 3, 4, and 5. The one, that young lady up front, I think she needs to come out of this class pretty quickly in my eyes. I think the decision between 5, 6, and 7, and I know we can't award 6 and 7, that's what makes it tough. Young lady, you're in the running up there in second. Young man in the back, you're in the running as well. I think the young man that comes in fifth, he's a little more, he kind of knows where he needs to be. He, like, that sheep's hind leg was back a little bit. He fixes it real quick. He wants to just pull on that one's head just a little too much for me, but I think that. Young lady, do a nice job, and young man, you do a nice job on the back. Young man, just be a little quicker. Young lady, we got to keep that one's top line in him just a little bit better. I think Kim kiddos that do a nice job, like we've been talking about all day. Let's lay their head backs and send them right out of their shoulders. Let's not stretch them so forward. Let's fix our feet placement every now and then. And when we come in here, it's pedal to the metal, game on, okay, guys? Some nice jobs, some things we could tweak, and I think you might do a little bit better down the road. Let's give them a nice round of applause. We'll redrive these top 2 here in a minute.
All right, we're going to bring in our second class of the 8th grade.
tough class to put together after one and two in this particular class. I think we can go lots of ways. For me, I think the young man in 3, he's very natural in the way he goes about it. Didn't catch that one with his feet placement off too much. I wish he kind of spin around just a little more in front of that sheep and make him drive a little bit better. Feet placement stay good. His sheer job is really good. Young lady in 4, this thing kind of wants to back out of you, right? He wants to just go this way? And yeah, so we got to make that thing drive just a little bit better, okay? Young lady in 5, you land in 5 because out of the rest of the youngsters, I think you just stay more consistent. Every now and then we tweak a foot here and there, but I think you're more consistent. On down the line, I think we do some nice things. Young lady up here with an arm that's in a sling, I commend her effort and her hard-working ability right there. I think down here, I think we do some things nice. Let's be easy on those things' heads. I think they'll act just a little bit better for you. Let's stick their feet in the ground and not mess with them so much. Hard work pays off at home, and I think if you do the extras right, it'll benefit you on show day and in showmanship. Let's give these kids a nice round of applause as they head on out. come into our 7th grade division. I think we got some kiddos that are doing a really good job. I think if we're just a class comment in particular, I think all these sheep could just use just a little bit more. We just kind of lay their necks back on them just a little bit. I'll tell you something that I think all showmen, and I kind of been thinking in my head, all showmen, no matter if you're an elite master, gifted human being, or you're just beginning, I think something you could benefit from is you got to know when to move your sheep, when to like, hey, my leg's off a little bit, but when the judge is staring at you, don't move that leg then. Now, when I go down here and I'm over here looking at a sheep down here on the far end, and you're on this end and you got a leg that's off, then bow, fix it, here we go, let's rock and roll. All right, know when and how to execute. I think another thing in this particular class, we crowd just a little too much. Guys, look beside you. We're supposed to be 6 feet, quote unquote. You're like 6 inches. All right, that gets a little dicey. That sheep in front of you, or that sheep behind you, he jumps one time, he's in your lap. And that's going to get real hard, okay? We've got to create space. You've got to give yourself space where if the person behind you, they happen to make just a little boo-boo, it doesn't affect you and get you pulled for it, okay? All right? Some little things here and there. A great class, compliments all the way through. Let's give this first heat a nice round of applause.
All right, this is the second group of 7th graders coming in now.
So just another reminder, if you finished your class and you haven't been over to the table to pick up something, make sure you do. We also have a donation jar that helps so that we can have prizes for all the kids. So any donations would be very appreciated. We have had a turquoise steer comb left here at the table, so if it's yours, come and claim it.
Well, a good class, and our Heat 2 and our 7th graders come out. I think it's interesting. We come in, I think we're thinking it's just showmanship. We're going to be just a little different. No, we're going to keep it the same way so everybody kind of understands it. One young lady, everybody else has turned profile. She's on a rear view. It don't take much after that. She wins this class, and it's not fun. The one in second, I think she's the quickest when we turn them around, and I gained her some points there. Here, too, we could lay that one's neck back just a little bit, young lady. Just set it on top of him. I think you do, too. No, nice job. Young lady, that one jumps just a little bit, right? The one in third, he jumps. He's a jumper. He kind of jumps up in the air. We got to set him down just a little bit and keep his top line in him. Young man in 4, I think you do a nice job. She gets a little stretched every now and then. The young lady in 5, she shows her way to the top 5 because she just always, when I look at that one, he's in the right spot. She maybe doesn't just get that thing to just push and drive like I deem ideal, but it's hard to knock her when her feet in the right spot. She's competitive. I like those things about her. Kiddos on the rail, I think we do a nice job. For me, we just got to follow. Just pay more, a little tick, freckle, inch more attention, and we kind of do it like we did the show. I think that will help us. Watch the class in front of you. If you're interested, ask somebody. Don't just come in and just kind of bail off the deep end. A good class, just some little things here and there, not to be too picky on them, but a nice class. Let's give them a nice round of applause.
All right, this is our first group of 6th graders. Again, there will be 2 groups here. Following the second group of the 6th grade, we'll do our intermediate buckle drive.
Well, what a deep class we got here in our first heat in the 6th grade division. I think all of these kiddos do a nice job showing some little things there and there. Young lady on the far end's close to making the top 5. Just wish she'd bounce that sheep out just a little bit one time, kind of put him together just a notch better. Young man right here kind of sitting on the corner, you do a great job, buddy. I want to see you just get underneath that sheep and make him drive just a little bit to you, but a nice job doing the fundamentals right. Young lady up front, you do a nice job. Again, we kind of yank on that one's head just a little too much for me. We got to just be a notch easier and just put him together a little bit better without yanking on his head. On down the line, I think, again, we do some nice jobs doing the fundamentals right. If it's not, we need to push them. We need to fix some legs here and there. Just maybe present them just a notch better in terms of just their look and appearance from the side. Young lady that leads off this particular class does so quite handily in my mind. Let's give them a nice round of applause as they head on out the gate.
If Kaylee Eddington is in the barn here, if she'd please come up to the table.
Lincoln Financial specializes in estate, investment, and retirement planning, as well as business benefits. At Lincoln, they are totally impartial, comb through different options to create financial products that a person needs. Lincoln Financial, big city service, small town care.
Whether you are purchasing a car, buying a home, managing an investment property, starting a small business, or leaving behind a legacy, American Family Insurance will help you protect your dream. Golden Spike Power Sports has served Box Elder County.
Following this group, we'll go into the buckle drive, so those that are coming back, be ready.
good class as we wind down the 6th grade deal, or started. I don't know. Bad memory. I think the young lady that wins, she wins, and we can rant and rave. I think she's dang good. Young man in second. Every now and then, two stretch. We got to come back this way. Come back. There you go. Young lady right here. Young man in the red hair that comes third. He does a nice job. For me, he wants to kind of get in no man's land over here just a little bit. I got to see him circle, get out where I can see that thing. But I think he does a really nice job. That sheep's feet are in the right spot. Very highly presented by the young man and his family. Nice young man does a good job in 3. Young lady in 4. I got to see this one just a little faster. Okay, we got to be a little faster when we put this one together. Okay, every now and then he wants to pull forward on you, kind of throws his top line off. Young lady, you're working really hard on a nice sheep. Over here in motion, he doesn't want to just get out and go. He kind of fights you a little bit. Over here, when we park him up, he kind of gets a little rough the way his top line's built, because he wants to suck down on you just pretty hard. Okay, young man, right there, you would be 6th. So if anybody asks you, you're 6th. Okay, sorry I can't pull you, but I think you'd be 6th in my opinion. Hey, this class thought we did a nice job in terms of space and giving ourselves some room. Thought we did a nice job making them things fire. For me, I think we're just bear hugging their heads just a little too much. We got to loosen them up just a little bit, and they'll act just a little bit better for the young people. Nice class, compliment all the way through. Let's give them a nice round of applause as they head back.
So now we'll do our buckle drive. Coming back in the 6th grade class, we have Bryce Hell, Casey Crowther, Chloe Burton, Riker Bybee, Dusty Buell, Daxton Lish for 7th grade. In the 7th grade also, Corey Garn and Sophie Williams. 8th grade, Kaylee Eddington, Shelby Wilkinson, McKinley Scott, and the other 8th grade class, Addiston Burrup and Lily Tompin. And our buckle sponsors for our grant is Jeff and Jan Dallin, and then our reserve is Members First Credit Union. And just a reminder, if your kids haven't come to the table and they're done showing, have them come get a prize. And then we also have a donation jar that we would appreciate if anybody wants to donate.
Well, young ladies, all the young ladies in the top 5. Young man, I'm sorry you're going to be in 6th. I apologize. You do a nice job. Young ladies in the top 5, y'all should have a showmanship clinic. I'm telling you, you could probably put a pretty nice down payment on a vehicle. Okay? Showmanship clinic. Let's do it. You 5 are really good. Now, let's talk about some differences in the way we go about it. I'll tell you a story. One time we're picturing sheep down in Texas, and we're showing them. About 100 of them in. About like 3/4 of the way done, we figure out that the real good sheep are the ones that are real easy to show. Now, they might have some hiccups, all right? But the good top line ones that are good shouldered, they're good looking, they're fairly easy to show. And then you put an elite showman on them, they get real easy to show, okay? All right? I think all 5 of these are very elite. There's one of them that I think she's a pretty dang good stick. Her sheep he just gets a little round and a little tight the way he's put together. She's working really hard to kind of put him together, trying not to hold that against her. All right? So it's fitting and showing. Well, around ringside, y'all tell me which one's fitted better, because I don't know. All right? You tell me which one's shown better. Not 100% sure. Now, we start getting nitpicky on them. We start adding mistakes up quickly. One young lady, ain't no mistake. She's flawless when she goes about it. Young lady up front, she leads, and she's the class winner. I like this one, guys. I like this young lady. We talked about her in class. Her entire class made an error. She didn't. When I sent her out the gate, I'm sure she's like, whoa, what just happened? All right? Young lady, I'm confident in that one. I think you can show one as good as we've seen. Now, we shoved that one around. You're a little slow getting him put back together. That's okay. You do a nice job, an incredible job. That thing's skin is incredible. That thing's touch is awesome. I consider that fitting. That skin and that handle quality, that's incredible. All right? That one's hair and fuzzy legs. That's fitting. Then you can show him as good as any. I tell you to kick him in high gear. Guess what it was? One hit on the ribs, and here we go. Were you listening to me back there? Is that what it was? Great job, young lady. The decision's 2, 3, and 4 for me. I like the young lady right here in the back, the young lady with the ewe-lamb. She's in 2nd for me. Now, she's just a little bit slower in the way she goes about it. That ewe-lamb wants to just get away from her. But the guys that I've told don't move them with their head, watch this young lady. She'll hold that sheep's head out in front of him where she can see forward. She'll reach back, set that one's leg, and put that one together. Nice job, young lady. Young lady, you're going to be 3rd, okay? Every now and then, that sheep just wants to push out just a little bit on you, okay? He's a long-bodied little rascal. We got to put him together, okay? Every now and then, that front right foot wants to tangle out just in front of you. Oh, told you. Young lady in 4, hey, I'm telling you, we get you a good built sheep that can run uphill, it's game, set, match. You do an outstanding job. That sheep's just a little short-necked, right? That sheep's a little round-shouldered, right? It's hard for you to get those things out of him, but you're doing an awesome job. Presentation, 2nd to none. Real good in terms of that one's handling. When we push that one to the side, I just need you to just get him to just drive to you just a little bit better, but I think you do an awesome job. Those are incredibly nitpicky things. If I just put your daughter or son 5th and 6th in class, please, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I thought it was really good. You rearrange them how you want to, and I'll hand you a microphone, but you got to go defend it to me, okay? An incredible class. My compliments all the way through. Senior showmanship in 2 or 3 years, it's about to get real hard. Let's congratulate these kiddos on a job well done.
So our grand champion in the intermediate was Corey Garn, and our reserve champion was Chloe Burton. We'd like to thank our buckle sponsors again, the Dallins and Members First Credit Union. We appreciate their support. All right, here we go with the 5th grade, first group.
Okay, the judge wants the champion senior and reserve showman to come in the ring. So Brooklyn Buell and Kylie Kunzler, the judge wants you in the arena pronto. Thanks.
Alrighty, I've heard stories about this. One of my good buddies told me that he tried something in showmanship and he thought it worked really good, so I'm gonna try it. All right, I'll explain to you what we're doing. All right, I got the 2 best showmen in the senior division. They're gonna help me sort the rest of the showmanships. I'll tell you right now, I don't know brothers, sisters, cousins, uncles, nephews, cousins, dogs. So we've made a pact. If we have a family member in the class coming, we're going to excuse ourselves. All right? So no funny business. No, I don't want anyone to think we're just doing that. I think we're talking about in life, in agriculture, we want to make the next generation better. That's the goal, right? So I'm going to teach these girls where they can become better showmen, elite showmen. And we're going to do it by teaching other kids how to be really good showmen. I think it's a great deal. If you have problems with it, afterwards come find me. I'd love to pick your brain about it. But right now, this is what we're going to do. And like I said, we're going to excuse ourselves if we have any conflict of interest. These are the top 5 showmen we think in this particular division. Anxious to see you, in case y'all were wondering. Young lady has a nice voice over there. I am the trump card, so if they pull one that I don't agree, we'll Indian leg wrestle in the middle of the ring for it. But all right, this is what we're gonna do on the wall. I think we do a nice job, okay? Fundamentals are right. Watch this, guys. Every one of you that is still on the wall, I want you to do this. Your right leg's here, your left leg's here. I want you to open up and get right in the middle of them. Everybody, more in the middle, more in the middle, more in the middle than things, more in the middle than things. Now guess what? Now lean your sternum into their neck. Everybody look at that, all right? Round ringside, does that look better from the side in terms of the symmetry and look? Bingo. Give these kids a nice round of applause. These are the top 5 in our opinion. We'll redrive the first and second.
All right, here we go with our second group of the 5th grade. We get that first group of fourth graders to just move forward a little bit.
Okay, we want to remind all the exhibitors again, if you do not have a tag in your ear, to make sure you have a paint brand on that lamb before you come into the auction tomorrow. And if it's if you do have a tag and it's faded, please rebrand those lambs. The paint's there on the north end, and we'd be glad to help you. Come and get us. They need to be branded before they come into for the auction tomorrow. Thanks.
Good class all the way through. Young lady up front's dang good. Excited to watch her grow up. I think she'll be an awfully good one on down the road. I think the kiddos 2, 3, and 4. The decision for us became between 2, 3, and 4. I think the young lady in second, we talked about getting the most out of your sheep and keeping that one's front end up in her. That one probably gets the most out of him when you lay your hands on him. Young lady in 4. I think you do a nice job, young lady. Just that one wants to sink down on you in terms of her chest, okay? We're going to bring you 3 back. We're not just dead set on the way they need to go. Young man in 4, we always caught you with your feet in the right spot. I think that's a great job. We got to push that one's neck back just a little bit, okay? Young man in 5, you do a nice job as well. Every now and then we get out of that sheep and he kind of wants to just fall apart in his top line ever so slightly. Young lady, if we could place 6, you would be 6. I fought for you. They were meaner and stouter, so I just kind of backed off. But you do a great job all the way through. Let's give them a nice round of applause as they head back. Great class.
All right, let's bring the first group of fourth graders. So we have a plaque for the best barn display, and that is going to be awarded to the Buchanan Lamb Clan. So if there's anybody from that club that would like to come down and pick up the plaque, we've got it down here at the table. Congratulations.
Good class all the way through. We got 7 or 8 of them that are dang good. We can only land on 5. That makes it tough. Got to get critical on some little things here and there. I think we do a nice job all the way through. Up front, young man, we just got to make that one stand up just a little bit. 2, 3, and 4, we got to just put their necks back in them just a little bit. Right here, we got to fix some hind leg posture. We just kind of set them just a little wide. Young ladies right here do a nice job just kind of bear hugging them and just leaning over them a little bit. We got to stand up, be a little more natural. Right here, young lady, we got to spin out in front of that one, but we got to put yours back in line. See, you knew it, you just didn't do it, okay? We got to do it next time, all right, buddy? Right here, we got to push that one back, get out in front of that one, young man. Young lady, you do a nice job. Young lady, just sit out in front and there, stand up. Young lady with the blue sheep, you're probably just really good in terms of showmanship. That guy just wants to act up on you just a little bit. Think you do a nice job. You're probably 6th, in my opinion, out here in terms of where we're at today, but a nice class, compliment all the way through. Let's congratulate them with a nice round of applause. Kiddos on the fence, come back.
All right, here comes our second group of 4th graders. Maggie Bingham and Jax Whitehill. Make sure you get lined up or checked in.
Well, I got a new assistant now. She's not as vocal as the other two, so I don't know if that's good, bad, or indifferent, but I think she's a heck of a showman. She's more than qualified. All right, so young man up front, we like that one. Young lady in second, we like that one. Young lady, or young man, excuse me, my bad. Young man does a really good job walking that sheep in third. We got to get him set up just a little bit better. Those are in no particular order. We'll place those in a little bit. 4 and 5 do a nice job. Young man in 4 and 5 both do a really good job getting their sheep stuck. Now we got to tweak some things. Young man in 4, that right hind leg wants to creep forward. Out there is set back. Okay, we got to get underneath that thing, make that one drive. Young man in 5, you got to push that one's neck back just a little bit. Get over there in front of that thing. Keep going. Keep going. No, your body. There we go. Push that thing back. I think we had some nice calls, some kiddos that are doing a really good job. Future is bright for all of y'all. I look forward to coming back and maybe seeing how we progress next year or maybe the year after, but a nice class all the way through. My compliments on a job well done. Round ringside. One last time. Let's give them a round of applause.
All right, this will be the first group of third graders. If Chloe Burton is in the barn, we'd invite her to come up here to the table. Oh, there she is. anyone's missing a cell phone, we've had one turned in up here at the table. Come see us.
Well, 5 opinions. That's, I mean, some board meetings get a little dicey with 5 opinions, but good thing I am the trump card. I am the captain. I'm running the ship. I'm leading it. A nice top 5. It's real competitive between them. I think we can tweak all of them just the way we go about it. Young man that starts this particular, or gets pulled first. I don't know if he's starting yet. Gets pulled first. Thought he was the most consistent in the way he went about it. Maybe needs to lay that sheep's head back in him just a little bit. I never caught that one with a bad look. His feet were always in the right spot. Young man with the blue sheep, I think you get a lot out of that one. Every now and then our back legs get a little off, buddy. Our back legs get a little off. Young lady up front, you got a little sheep, okay? We got to get underneath that one and make that one drive to you, okay? Nice job. Young man in 4, young lady in 5. Oh, we did some nice jobs. Young man in 4, we let that one just overtake you just a little bit. I bet he weighs more than you, right? Yeah, I wish I could say the same thing. 1 and 5, I think we just let this one sink just a little bit ever so slightly. We got to put that one together just a little bit better. I think we had some nice classes and some great conversations between the 4 showmen. Let's congratulate them on a job well done as they head back. Great job to start our 3rd grade showmanship.
Before we bring this next class in, let's give our judge a big round of applause. He's looked at a lot of animals, a lot of kids, and he's done a great job, so we appreciate him. All right, here comes our last class, our 3rd graders.
Ooh, showmanship. Lots of fun, lots of tough decisions. We get down with third grade junior showmanship, winds down. We'll get to pick a champion junior here in a second. For me, I think it comes down to a 2-horse race. That's the 2 that lead off this particular class. I think they do a phenomenal job. Young man in third, he too does a really nice job. Every now and then that neck wants to get just a little sink it out of him. It makes his shoulder get a little peaked and he gets a little plainer when you go in to handle that guy. Young lady there in 4 does a really nice job. Sheep not wanting to cooperate with her just a little bit, wants to just deviate just a little bit in his bottom line. Young man in 5th, compliments to you, buddy. You do a nice job, okay? Just got to present that one just a nickel better, and I think we can move you up just a little bit on down the line. Thought we did some nice things. All right, we're going to play my game again. Y'all ready? Everybody step in front. Everybody take their left leg, wrap it around the other shoulder blade. Keep going, keep going. Bingo. Right here, we got it. This is where we need to be. Look at this. Here we go. Come on, young man. Come on. Come on around for me. No, not all the way. Your right leg stay on that side. Your left leg stay on this side. Bam. There we go. All right, young lady, we're going to do it too. Ready? All right. Take his neck and go that way. Now you take your body and go right in front of him. Put his head right in the middle of your sternum. All right, one of my assistants has got you. A nice class. Let's give them a job well done as they head back. Outstanding showmanship. It has been a lot of fun.
If any of the exhibitors have picked up your sweatshirt, will you please come to the table? We need to talk to you for a minute.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
So coming back for our junior drive is Bentley Burmester, Addiston Tanner, Aviana Orem, Blake Kuapas, Sam Wood, Jasper Buell, Bentley Smith, Dax Dallin, Ella Lish, Layla Palmer, Journey Jensen, Callie Lund, Branson Fossen, Hayden Butters, and Sage Garn. Cody Reese, if you're here, could you come down to the table? So we are going to do an open showmanship. So if you are going to do it, it will be like probably 10 minutes after this. So if you're planning to, hurry and grab a lamb.
I'd like to thank our buckle sponsors for these junior showmen. Our grand champion buckle is sponsored by Farm Bureau and Cody Reese. And the reserve champion sponsored by Members First Credit Union. We appreciate them.
Okay, if you've got a green sweatshirt from the Showmanship, we need you at the table up here, please.
Well, I mean, y'all have heard my voice way more. Some of you probably hear it in your sleep, and that's going to scare me. I've talked a lot. I've said a lot of comments. I hope at the end of the week, we started Tuesday afternoon. I hope I've stayed consistent. I hope when you go home and you think about, hey, what's the guy that judged our county? What's he like? I hope you can follow me all the way through, understand some of the decisions I make. Now, there's things about livestock judging and evaluation of animals and some showmanship things that probably I am a little different than the way you line things up. That's okay. That's what makes the things that we love to exhibit livestock and use them as an avenue to raise up y'all's kids. I don't have kids yet. Y'all's kids, and that's what we do. That thing that makes it fun is it could be a different judge every week, and you could get a different placing every week. That's what makes it fun, all right? That's what we live for. Down in Texas, we're crazy. I'll tell you right now, absolutely crazy the amount of time we spend looking for animals, all that. But there ain't nothing much else to do in West Texas. It's either you feed cows at 6 a.m. or you go show cows later on that evening. That's basically it. Kind of runs out of things to do. Man, what a week it's been. It's been so much fun and so awesome to work through. Started with a goat show, moved to a sheep show. That's the biggest county sheep show I've seen in a long time. I knew showmanship was going to be fun, and I think it's just been awesome. Guys, if you're an exhibitor at this show and you sell your animal tomorrow, I look forward to hearing how much of a record you set it by. I look forward to hearing all the good things that happen. It's certainly been fun. If you showed an animal this week, I encourage you, I challenge you to do one thing for me. Find somebody that has done something for you this week that you didn't have to ask for or you needed done, and thank them. Whether it's a thank you card, those are really good. Whether it's a handshake, those are really good. Or just a pat on the back to your mom and dad and say, hey, thanks for taking me. Y'all do not know the amount of just sincerity that will show your family. They will love it. They will compliment it. It means more to them than anything you could ever do. Any buckle, any banner, they all tarnish, trust me. No matter what, the banners kind of just go out. Kind of getting a little emotional, so I'm going to wrap this up so I don't cry. But a fun time out here. It's been awesome. Thank the fair board. Thank the committee. Thank the auction committee. If they had a hand, let's give them a nice round of applause. It is an unquestionable, thankless job. I've been around the country, and I haven't been to a county that has had this much support for the youth in their county than that this county does. That's awesome. That is encouraging. $1.5 million. That's a lot of dough. You can buy a lot of stuff with that. Compliments. Junior showmanship's been awesome. Intermediate showmanship was fun. Senior showmanship was even better. I hope that you 4 young ladies that got to come out here with me got something out of it. You learned something, okay? A couple of y'all are pretty vocal. I like that about you. A couple of you are pretty quiet. That's awesome too. My dad always told me, if you don't talk, people won't know how stupid you are. I don't know what he was meaning by that, but it probably wasn't very nice at the end of it. But an awesome job, a great, look forward to hopefully getting an invitation to come back. I don't know how all those things go. I had lots of fun. I hope everyone else had a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. For me, there's a junior showman that I'll rival, take to the big leagues, and let's go to Houston, San Antonio, Austin, Denver. I bet she's in the top 5 every time. Young lady up front wins, and it ain't close. Now the decision comes between 2, 3, and 4 for me. I like the young man that's going to sit 3rd in the lineup. He's in 2nd for me, though. Young man does a nice job just getting that animal presented from the side. I like that thing's skin quality. I like how fresh and painted, or white that one is. Sorry, we paint them in Texas. That's a little weird. Fresh and white and good looking that thing is. The young man in 2nd, he's in 3 for me. Young man, you do an awesome job. When we get a rear shot of that one, you do an awesome job walking that one. Yesterday in show, remember what we said? He got a little deep on you, okay? Compliment to you and your family. You fixed it today. That sheep comes together way better today than he did yesterday. My hat's off for you for that. When you get him out here, we just need to make him drive to you just a little bit more. He gets a little plainer in his shape. I think we can fix that if we just get him to go. Young lady in 4, awesome job. That thing wants to roll his top line up in you just a little bit when you just want to put a knee in him, okay? Got to get him to relax him. Shake him out of it, then jump back in him, okay? Awesome job. I wish you all the best of luck at state fairs, the auction tomorrow. God bless each and every one of you, and I appreciate the invite. We'll see everybody down the road.
Okay, we want to thank Preston Lawrence for coming and judging our show here. We thank him for the work that he's put into this. Give him another round of applause. Thank you, Preston.
Here's to the farmer that plants the fields in the spring, that turn from green to that harvest honey. Pour one up for the banker downtown that got him on his feet with handshake of money. Here's to the farmer's wife that loves him every night, raising a son, raising a daughter. They gather around the table, send it up to the father. Somehow they get closer when times get harder. Here's to the farmer.
Hi, I'm Rhett Nielsen with Western Ag Credit in Tremont. When it comes to farming and ranching, it makes sense to work with a lender that understands financing and agriculture. Western Ag Credit specializes in agriculture and offers competitive rates with loans tailored to meet your business needs. Real estate, livestock, equipment, and operating loans are available. Conveniently located on Main Street in Tremont. Stop by today or give us a call, 435-257-0179. Western Ag Credit is your partner in agriculture.
A little over 10,000 years ago, mankind first domesticated cattle. At this exact same time, cattle domesticated us. They give us their milk, their meat, their hides. We give them sustenance and care. And while they may live in pens and fields, farmers and ranchers are just as tied to the land. Our two species have worked together and taken care of each other for centuries. Our relationship is ancient and deep. The bond between us is not a yoke, it's a commitment. A 10,000-year-old promise to provide for our cattle as they provide for us. Zoetis is born of that bond. We are today's advanced answer to that ancient pact. Every minute of every hour, in countless ways, we help make the bond stronger, healthier, more robust. We help make it unbreakable. We are humankind for cattle kind. We are born of the bond.
And we're going in.
Lincoln Financial specializes in estate, investment, and retirement planning, as well as business benefits. At Lincoln, they are totally impartial, comb through different options to create financial products that a person needs. Lincoln Financial, big city service, small town care.
They're just wondering if you might want to take that blanket off. Now we got one more coming. Okay, we got everybody? Okay, here we go.
Well, this is definitely the biggest class we've had today. These are supposed to be the coaches, right? They're the guys that jump up and down in the stand, say, hey, fix this, what are you doing, good gracious, ugh. Now around ringside, when they get done, I would have my iPhone out and I would be taking pictures like, hey, look, that sheep does that too when you show him. All right, I think there's 4 or 5 of them that do a really good job. I think there's some differences here and there. I think every one of them probably, they do a nice job presenting their one. I'll tell you, my advice would have been, I would have found those 2 lightweight sheep from the other day, and I would have got them. That's what I would have done. I would have got those 2. Those 2 are broke. Those 2 lead. Those 2 don't stop. Those are the 2 that I would have got. But it's okay. We like challenges, right? Challenges are fun. For me, I think there's 2 of them that do a really good job. Turns out they're probably not that far removed from it, so they're kind of like, ooh, this is my chance. I'm about to whip some butt. Young lady in the front, she's a champion. Alrighty, so now it comes down to where we're at for 2. For 2, it's close, and I'll tell you right now, I'm going to tell them, I'm going to say 2 through 5, but I'm not going to tell them in order yet. I'm just going to tell you the good things. Guy right there in the second place one does a nice job with his ring presence. That thing comes in, he knows where I'm at. Every now and then he lets that one's neck sink just a little bit. We got to put him together right there just a little bit better. Young lady right there in the red with the flip-flops. Kind of daredevilish, if we're being honest. I wouldn't have done that, but whatever. Young man right here does a really good job, too. Every now and then, he, too, lets that one's neck just sink down just a little bit. Where's my other one? I'm missing one. I need one. Where's he at? Oh, yep, found it. No idea. We're good. Actually, 5, 6, and 7 is close. Young lady in the red down there does a nice job. Kind of leans over that sheep just a little too much. Young lady right here does a nice job. Young lady right here isn't very far removed from showing, or she's a pretty natural showman. Young lady right here, you got one that spine's just a little tight, and then you hammer on him. Hey, y'all want to make one push? Send them to that girl for about a week. She'll make them push. All right, good class, lots of fun. The first time I've ever done this. I always thought pee-wee showmanship was the toughest. Adult showmanship, whoo, especially when there's some guys in here that I'm gonna have to watch in the parking lot because they could kill me. All right, good class. I'll shake the hands of 2, 3, 4, and 5. Give them all a nice round of applause. What a fun experience it's been.
Give our judge another round of applause. He's done a terrific job. Thank you, Preston. And Ann, we've got another phone that's been brought up here to the table up here. They found it under the bleachers, so if it's yours, come and retrieve it.
So if you was in the showmanship today and you have...
All right, here we are. Let's sell it to you at $1,100. Bid 11 quarter, 11 quarter, 11 hand, 75, 11.75.
We are so happy to be back and would like to thank all of our boosters and buyers who supported the youth in the 2020 auction. We hope to see you again this year at our live auction. Please make sure to get yourselves pre-registered by visiting bejlauction.com.
Roach Ranches supports the people that support them and the fantastic youth of the Valley. Thank you for over 60 years in business, quality seed stocking, gravel, and hunting. Golden Spike Power Sports has served Box Elder County since 1947 in ag and power sports. Golden Spike carries Polaris and Honda brands, but services all brands. They strive to maintain high-quality customer service in all departments. Stop by today. Whether you are purchasing a car, buying a home, managing an investment property, starting a small business, or leaving behind a legacy, American Family Insurance will help you protect your dream.